Hey there, savvy investors. If you're looking for stocks that combine stability with the potential for growth in 2024, you're in the right place. Today, we're ditching the hype and exploring the world of utility stocks. These companies provide essential services like electricity, water, and gas, things we can't live without. I'm going to break down some of the top utility picks for the year, explaining why they could be smart additions to your portfolio. No wild promises, just solid information to help you make informed decisions. Let's get started. All right, folks, if you're into stability and steady income, you need to have Duke Energy on your radar. This company's a bit like that quiet, reliable neighbor who always has the lights on, no matter what. It's a regulated utility, meaning its business is pretty predictable, and that translates into a track record of consistent dividends. Now, don't get me wrong. Duke Energy isn't going to make you a millionaire overnight with crazy growth. But what it does offer is a solid foundation for your portfolio, especially if you're looking for a source of regular income. And here's the kicker. Duke Energy isn't just sitting back and collecting checks. They're investing heavily in renewable energy sources. With increasing focus on clean energy, this puts them in a great position for the future. This isn't just about a reliable dividend today. It's about a company evolving for tomorrow. Now, if Duke Energy is about stability, American Electric Power Company, ticker symbol AEP, is where things get a little more exciting. This company is a transmission powerhouse. They're literally the ones moving electricity across vast distances. And with the massive infrastructure plans we're seeing, companies like AEP are essential to expanding our power grid and upgrading it for the future. This translates into growth potential. Sure, there might be some bumps along the way as regulations and projects evolve, but if you're willing to take on a bit more risk, AEP could offer greater returns than some of those slow and steady giants. But remember, this isn't just about raw numbers. AEP is also getting in on the renewable energy game, making it a potentially balanced pick for investors who want both growth opportunity and a commitment to a cleaner future. And just a reminder, if you really want to make money with the stock market, make sure to click the link in the description to check out Insider Newsletter. I've reviewed over 100 stock-picking services, and Insider Newsletter gets the best returns. And for a limited time, it's only $1 to try. Okay, let's talk about innovation and a company that's not afraid to shake things up. The Southern Company recently made headlines for successfully completing a massive, and I mean massive, nuclear power plant project. These projects are notoriously complex, so pulling it off is a big deal. It sends a message that the Southern Company is willing to take on ambitious ventures. Now, nuclear power is a bit of a hot-button topic, but regardless of your stance on nuclear, it's undeniable that it's a low-carbon source of energy. This positions the Southern Company well for a future focused on sustainability. However, it's important to remember that large-scale projects come with risks, so there are the potential for delays or unexpected costs. If you live down south, chances are you've heard of Entergy. They power a region that's no stranger to extreme weather. So, here's the deal. Investing in a utility like Entergy means you need to be comfortable with some level of weather-related risk. However, the flip side is that these companies are experts in storm recovery and infrastructure upgrades. After all, their business depends on a reliable grid. What makes Entergy particularly interesting is their focus on customer needs in a challenging regulatory environment. See, utilities face a lot of red tape, and that can sometimes mean slower growth. Entergy seems to be navigating these complexities well, with an emphasis on both reliability and customer satisfaction. That kind of balance might not lead to explosive returns, but it can create long-term value for investors. Let's talk about Exelon, the multi-tool of the utility world. This company isn't just about power generation. They also have a major stake in the distribution business. Think of it this way. They're not just making the electricity. They're also the ones delivering it to your home. This kind of vertical integration can make for a steadier income stream with less reliance on fluctuating energy prices. What's more, Exelon is betting big on a cleaner future. They were once heavily focused on nuclear but are expanding their clean energy portfolio. This kind of forward thinking positions them well as the world moves towards cleaner energy sources. Of course, with any major shift in business strategy, there can be risks, so investors need to be aware of the potential stumbling blocks. Now, we can't talk about utility stocks without addressing PG&E. This company has a troubled history, particularly surrounding the devastating wildfires in California. This brings up a crucial point. Utility investing carries unique risks. Safety, regulations, and environmental factors can heavily impact these companies. And in the case of PG&E, it has led to financial difficulties and a lot of public scrutiny. Despite its challenges, some investors might see PG&E as a potential turnaround story. They're restructuring, they're heavily focused on wildfire prevention, and they serve a massive market in California. However, it's important to go into this with your eyes wide open. There's a high degree of risk, and potential returns need to be weighed carefully against that. Last, but certainly not least, we have NextEra Energy, the clean energy giant. This company isn't your dad's old-school utility. They're at the forefront of the renewable energy revolution, and they have the numbers to back it up. NextEra boasts one of the largest renewable energy portfolios globally and has huge ambitions for continued growth. Now, investing in a company laser-focused on renewables does come with a slightly different flavor of risk compared to traditional utilities. There's a reliance on government incentives and the pace of technological advancements. But for those who believe in a greener future, NextEra could offer exciting potential. They're not just a utility stock, they're a bet on where the energy sector is heading. And remember, if you want to make the most with stocks, make sure to click the link in the description to check out Insider Newsletter. I've reviewed hundreds of stock-picking newsletters, and Insider Newsletter performs the best by far. On top of this, it's only $1 to try. So again, click the link in the description to check out this newsletter.